Hello guys, I have some important news to share with you guys in this video. There's three things. The very first thing is I want to give you guys the ability to be able to call me and ask me questions. And this is going to be part of the new segment that I'm doing on my channel, which is probably going to be once a week or it might be random. Therefore, if you are interested in actually participating in this, you might need to hit the bell notification and actually subscribe to my channel. Because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to have kind of like, it's not going to be like a live show, but it's going to be a pre-recorded type of podcast. So this actually will make it to my podcast because I do have a podcast. So all the questions and answers will actually be on a podcast. I put some videos up there. There was some real estate investing type of videos, but I've done it about a year ago. I have it, and most likely any kind of podcast service that you have right now, including iTunes, Spotify, if you search ZIMALETA, you will actually find me. So I actually opened it up because I want to do podcasting and also continue doing my YouTube channel. So that is going to be really important for me, and I think for you. I want to have this as a community, guys, where you have access to me, but obviously because my time is limited and your time is limited, I think it's going to be fun where if I'm actually making a video that particular day, you have an option to just give me a call. We could talk as long as we want, as long as we don't have another caller. So if we have another caller, another caller calling, so we might have to, switch over to that one and, or have somebody on hold. We will see how that's going to be working out. But I think it's going to be interesting. Maybe you just want to talk to me. Maybe you have some questions about Expedite. Maybe you have some questions about your Sprinter because something's maybe not working. So I kind of think it's going to be fun where you could just call in. So the idea for that is I'm going to be basically on YouTube. There's a thing that's called stories, and I also could do posts, and I could actually upload videos. And you're really not going to know that unless you subscribe and hit the bell notifications. You're not going to have that in your feed. So I'm actually going to be doing like a post. Let's say that day, like a few hours from now, I'm going to be doing a podcast, which is going to be a video, which will actually go on my channel, and it's going to be going on my podcast. I'm going to let you guys know this in advance that we're doing a podcast. I might actually have some kind of picture of me with an episode on there for the podcast and the name of the podcast, for the show that day. And I'm going to have the phone number that you could call. And here's the thing. Every time the phone number is going to be changing, or possibly it's going to stay the same. We will see. I actually have another extra number that maybe that's going to be used for the podcast. That number, there's currently no notifications on that one. So if anybody calls that number, it doesn't really affect me that much. So it's just not going to go through. So that means if you will have my number during a podcast at a certain time, I'm going to let you know like when that time is. You will be able to actually have access to me. You'll be able to call me, and if you're the first caller, I answer, and I'm going to actually try to, like, now that I think of it, I'll try to answer your question. So if you're the first caller calling in, whatever question you have, I'm going to answer that best I can. And, and then of course I'll take the next caller, so I think that's going to be something that I'm going to have to learn how to do, how to manage. We will see. And I might also deal with two numbers. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just start with one for now, because I really don't know how we're going to be switching all the stuff, but time will tell. I will learn. Might need some kind of switchboard for that. But I think actually that's going to be fun on this channel. And, some other news that I do have as well. This channel now, it's going to continue down the path that I initially actually started out, to actually do, which is repairing Sprinter vans and sharing the knowledge and information that I've learned from them with you guys. That way you can learn from me, we can learn from each other, because we are do-it-yourselfers, and we share knowledge together on this one channel. So you can share your knowledge through the comment section on the channel, and of course I can share my knowledge through the video, and together we build a community of knowledgeable people that can help each other, because it is really difficult when you don't know what's going on with your Sprinter. There's nobody to talk to, and chances are when you go to Sprinter forums, they're kind of dead for the most part, and until somebody answers your question, it's going to be like taking a while. So when you actually ask questions on this channel, I try to get to my viewers right away. So if you're a subscriber, I get to you much quicker than if you're not a subscriber, and I do monitor that closely. So if your questions are not being answered, chances are maybe you didn't subscribe, or maybe I missed that. Let me know in the comments when you actually write to me that you're a subscriber to my show, because my community that we built together, I actually stick with you guys, and I actually give my time to my community. So if somebody's not a subscriber, you know, they're just kind of like, you know, they just come and they go. You know, unfortunately, I don't have that kind of time to, you know, give attention to somebody that just does that. Sometimes I do. I've answered a bunch of questions to even like non-subscribers and stuff like that. But now my time is very limited because I'm doing so many things, and I can only give attention to my subscribers, and even at that, it is very difficult to do. So I try my best. So that's speaking of the actual YouTube comment section. For everybody that's sending me emails, I'm gonna have to think about something different for that, because that's actually beginning to be very difficult for me to answer emails, because I have so much stuff going on, and answering emails is just very difficult. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be starting a Patreon. And I actually have Patreon. We really haven't talked about Patreon that much, but my Patreon supporters will actually get the questions answered first. So, you know, those people that choose to support me, obviously, I want to attend to you guys immediately. So I'm going to have like some kind of like support level of $5 per month. So if you're one of my supporters there, I will try to answer your questions first. So I'm going to look at my Patreon first before I even look at my YouTube comment section and answer those. So that's going to be done, and the Patreon link is going to be at the end of the video, and it's going to be in a link below. Also, we're adding mail time, and I'm going to get in a little bit more on that later in the video. But what is mail time going to do is I get so many packages from companies that sending me stuff that I order for my channel to improve the quality of it, and stuff that you guys send. So if you're like somebody that would like me to, let's say, give you a shout out, or maybe you want me to, you know, you want to send me something, maybe like sweets or snacks or whatever, you know, something like that, because I actually like snacks. So I prefer if somebody sends me snacks. That would be kind of like awesome. Then of course I'm going to say, hey, you know, Joe, thank you for sending me some snacks. Here you go. I'm going to dump them out. I'll be all happy, maybe eat a few snacks. So I think that's going to be fun. That's going to allow us to be able to have this type of bond, you know, on this, you know, YouTube community here with the Sprinter stuff, because obviously I'm one of the few people that actually does my show in the way that I do, that I have so much of the Sprinter content, and that's actually getting ready to grow even more as I continue going the right path and actually starting to use the right type of gear, because now finally I have the right sound gear, I have the podcasting gear, I could actually do a lot of different things, and I want to actually take that and use it to my advantage to help you guys even more. So one of that is obviously fixing Sprinters and providing as much information that is possible, because guys, I have so much information, and a lot of it hasn't been really able to really make it to my channel because of all the other things that I'm doing, because I am dealing with brands, and you know, they're doing stuff. So I'm gonna have to work out something with them, which is going to be different. We're gonna just do it on other channel, because this channel, I want it to be just for Sprinters. I want it to be just Expedite, and some stuff that, let's say, I get that I really think we need, I'm going to share it with you guys that I got it because I'm really excited about it. I'd say, you know what, why not? But making an unboxing video every day, I'm kind of thinking, you know what, that's probably going to be like a no-no for me. I really don't want to do that, even though it's fun. It is really fun to get new stuff and then open it up and share your new toy and all stuff like that, which I kind of like to do on the channel. So one of the other things that I'm not going to be doing, I'm not going to be really having videos with my kids in them too much. I actually today almost deleted all the ones that I do have with my kids, because YouTube's got this new COPPA rules that they got sued, and now all the videos with kids, first of all, you can't monetize them, and it's such a big law thing that they could actually go after individual YouTube viewers, YouTube creators, and fine you up to $45,000 per video if you do something wrong and you have your kids in there, which, you know, by wrong, it's like nobody really knows what it is. So I'm not even going to get into, you know, explaining that, because I really don't even get it. I've watched so many videos on that. So ultimately what's going to happen is family channels that's got kids in them, they're not going to be able to get monetized anymore as of January 1st. So chances are a lot of those channels are going to start dying out. And if I'm going to put videos with kids, chances are my channel is not going to be monetized, and I live pretty much off YouTube now and of my supporters and of course my sponsors. So that's not going to be good for my channel. I'm not that big yet to really make it on sponsors alone, so I really need the YouTube revenue as much as possible, because I created something here that I want to continue and I want this to grow, like not to die in its tracks, you know. But anyways, that being said, you know, now that I'm making this little switch, I'm going to be a lot more committed to this channel to actually come up with Sprinter content, and to you guys as my viewers, because I want to have this, you know, this special thing where at least once a week, you guys could just call in and talk to me, and we're gonna record that show. We'll see where it goes. If it does well, maybe I'm gonna have, you know, some other days it's gonna open up, maybe like you know, like every other day, because obviously I'm not gonna be underneath the hood of a Sprinter every single day, you know what I mean, especially during cold weather. So we're gonna have to think something about that. So I actually have a lot of ideas that I had for a long time, and I feel that now it is actually the right time for me to share those things with you guys. Some of it is really technical, like technical Sprinter stuff, like Sprinter maintenance and procedures that you would need to be doing, because a lot of the stuff that I was sharing with you, it is just like my knowledge, but I actually have technical details which I actually would need to kind of like, you know, share with you guys just as the way it's written, you know, per actual technicians that do these type of things. So I think my stuff, you know, like my information, it really works for a do-it-yourself, for somebody that's out there like in their backyard or broken down on the side of the road. They want to fix it on the, you know, pennies on the dollar. Then my information obviously helps you with that, you know. But if you're like trying to like open a shop and stuff like that, and you have customers and stuff, you're gonna have so many problems. Then my videos, you know, actually do help in those situations. There's some mechanics that watch my channel, but I want to provide a little bit more technical type of information, because right now it's more like personal information, like personal experiences. And when I have to repair something, I do it. So we're going to be doing a lot more projects on this channel, and that's going to be like Sprinter projects. Of course, I have another channel that I opened up, and that channel is going to have like different model cars, which is called ZIMALETA Motors. I'm going to put a link in the description below as well. Well, anyways, I'm going to explain some of these other things in part 2 of this video. Some other stuff that I'm actually going to be doing. I think it's going to be interesting. I do recommend that you guys watch the part 2 because it's important. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I really hope you guys like what I'm getting ready to do. Let me know in the comments below if you like these changes and what videos you would like to see more of. I would really appreciate it. God bless you guys, and see you in my next video. Bye-bye.